So team, welcome to QA Live project day one. We have done one orientation session last week. Let me just pull out the document for you guys. What we said was, this is one of the, a prestigious live project activity that we do at itelearn.com. Basically for the members, who have a prerequisite of QA knowledge, basically the quality aspects and the testing knowledge. What does that mean is if you have a basic understanding of the software development life cycle, software testing life cycle, uh, before that the requirements document, SRS or functional specification document, and if you have SDLC, STLC knowledge followed by master test plan, basically how to write test plan, or if at all we have covered through in our QA live trainings what is a test plan, how to write test cases, how do you execute them, and finally how do you do a defect tracking or defect management in case of if you have any discrepancies, and finally reporting that to your team. Basically it could be your lead or management. If at all you have gone through these either in our live training that we have recently completed or through the videos that we have done in the past, either of them is fine as long as you have these concepts and knowledge. Fine. So now you have understood the concepts and knowledge, but for a real time, if you wanted to go join as a test member in the project, or a real project, you should have some kind of an experience of developing all this. If not writing an SRS in real time, you will understand the requirements of the project. You'll understand the requirements of functional specification, or in case of agile methodology, it could be a user story. You may not write the test plan directly, but until 3 years of experience, you will be contributing to the test plan. Mostly it is the deliverable expected by the test lead of that particular project, but definitely he will take the help from each and every member who is part of that particular project. So in a way, you will actually contribute to the test plan. Test cases writing is definitely the primary deliverable out of every test engineer, whether you're a junior, senior, does not matter. Even if you join fresh out of a college, you are expected to write the test cases. That is the minimum deliverable. But for you to write the test cases, you should have a clear understanding of the requirements of the system, the SRS that is given to us. So definitely writing test cases is your primary responsibility. Apart from that, once the code is delivered to you, executing those test cases is your primary responsibility. And wherever you see the discrepancies, the functionalities are not working as expected, how do we know what is expected? It comes from your SRS or FS. If any deviations from the expected behavior, you would definitely go and log them into the defect tracking tool that the organization follows. It could be Bugzilla, it could be Zira, it could be any other tool, right? And defect has its own life cycle. Like when you log, it will be in a particular state, and when somebody open it and put the comments, and when somebody fix it, it goes through different phases of the life cycle, and finally it will go into a closure state once you feel that it is working fine. And as a test engineer, you will be on a daily basis, you will be sending the status back to your test lead or test manager saying, hey, today I have done this much of testing, these are the test cases I've completed, these are the bugs I found, etc., etc. And the lead will consolidate all that information from everybody, send to the project management, hey, this is the status from the overall test. So there are certain real-time activities that you have to be familiar. In fact, you should experience, not just familiar. That's the whole idea of behind this QA live project activity that we do at IT Elan. And it is not something that the project is definitely one of the something either assisted concern business of IT Elan or related one that we would give you, which is definitely requires some kind of a contribution from you guys to identify the issues in that system, which will help improving the quality of those projects. Whether we have done whatever we have done the previous projects, or even the one that I'm going to bring it up for you guys today, is a very important one for the IT learn as such. And similarly, you can refer that in your resume. You can put that as part of the experience once you complete this project successfully. Will be keep on tracking who is actually contributing to the project. And so how it is going to work out is, after today's session, I will be handing over all these templates: how to write SRS, how to write test plan, how to write test cases, where do you log defects, and how do you do reporting. All those templates we will be giving to you. In fact, it is some of them, previous projects, people, whoever might have done it, you will be erasing those content. First of all, you try to understand them, what exactly they have done in the previous projects and everything, and then you erase them and start working as a team. You all will be working as a team. We have already made that team structures. Let me just show it for you guys. Based on whatever the membership results that we have got so far, we have divided into 3 teams. Okay, Ehsan has one question. How do we give project status update to a QA manager or lead? Mean, if we use defect, no, defect tracking is where you log all the issues, but somewhere you have to tell that, this is what uh, the total number of test cases that I have executed, these many failed, these many passed, etc. And another thing is, somewhere you have to say these are the total number of bugs that I found, and these are closed, open, etc., etc. So you have to give 2 different things. One is test execution status, the other one is the bug status. Okay, so we have already divided you guys into teams, and then this is the total number of teams as just we have received so far, but we will be adding them. Okay, so okay, the first thing what you guys have to do as soon as we give this sheet is, people who have already become the members, please check whether your name is there or not in any of those groups. If it is not there, you need to write an email to learn@itelearn.com. That is the first thing you all guys have to do. Learn@itelearn. You can also CC Manoj at itelearn. Please make a note of this. They can also include me, Shankar at itelearn.com. Is that point clear? Please give me a team too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of you, hold that question. So post this today's, day 1 session, I'll be sharing that sheet along with your membership details and everything, in which group you are. If at all you are not part of any of the group, for whatever the, it could be by mistake, or it could be based on your membership, whatever, just check it and please write an email to learn@itelearn.com, CC to Manoj and myself. By the next session, you will be added to one of the teams. Even if you wanted to change the teams for whatever the reason, for example, you started coordinating with the team members and you realize their time zones and your time zones are different, etc., etc. For whatever the reason you wanted to change the groups, that is also fine. But if there is a genuine reason, please come back to us. Otherwise, you really don't have much chances in the real time, because in real time you have to work with all the people from worldwide, right? So what is the idea behind this dividing into teams and going ahead with this kind of a project architecture is pretty much similar to the real thing that happens in case of a project. You will have team members from all over the world and you need to coordinate with them. Sometimes you need to motivate each other, and you guys have to perform so that the project will be delivered on time. And very important thing is your communication. So you need to daily talk to each other in the team. You can take the help of any software. It could be Skype that you can guys join in, or you can create this GoToMeeting itself. There is a trial version for 30 days. You can create an account there with your email ID and you can start communicating the way you have joined the meeting today. You can communicate through that GoToMeeting, where you can share the screens and exchange the progress each other, all that kind of activities that you can do it on a. So typically what we have done is we have made about 7 members of team. Let me just edit this one. No, it is not something that is already done. We will be receiving lots of requests until the next session also. That's another request that I wanted to make up. So what happens is that after today's day one session, we are very sure we will be getting a lot of requests from the new people and we will be adding them. People who are already part of the groups, who have already starting it from today or tomorrow, the project, if somebody joins little bit of, 1 or 2 days of delay, please welcome them and explain the progress that whatever you guys have done so far and try to onboard them. It is as good as like you started with a project and new member joins in the team. So somebody should take an ownership from your team as a lead or an SME or Scrum Master or whatever. You try to explain him the project. Of course, project details you will get it from today's session, but you need to kind of explain what is the progress that you guys have done and what is that is expected out of that guy or the person. You have to give those details. No, it's not mybreakmasters.com. It's a different one. I'll be just introducing you in a couple of minutes. So Ehsan, it is like this. QA live training fundamentals, which I told you as a prerequisite, you should already have an idea about what is an SDLC, STLC, software requirement specification document as such. Uh, if you should have gone through those SDLC videos that are created by Karthik, there are different models of SDLCs, waterfall model, agile model, V model is being covered. And the testing lifecycle is nothing but doing your test planning activity, which you're going to do it, test designing activity, which are going to prepare the test cases, execution activity, you will be executing it on a project. So all those anyway you will do it. The only thing that you are missing there is a heading that it is a software testing lifecycle. You will be doing all those activities for sure. And you will be, even though you're not going to write an SRS in real time, in this project lifecycle, in this project experience, you will be contributing to the SRS also. Okay. Okay. So yeah, please put your questions as I kind of pause it and try to come back to the questions. I'll pick it up and try to explain or answer them. Okay. But the idea is first let me just try to complete what we wanted to achieve in this today's one. Okay, where was I? Let me just open this. So what we have done is we have created teams, around 3 teams, and with about team size of 7, but I'm sure they will become around 9 or 10, which is typically the kind of agile teams in today's world. If you go to any of the organization, most of the projects are getting delivered through agile, and the typical structure will be around 7 to 9 team size. Okay, I'm sure we will be reaching to that stage. If at all we are going beyond that, we'll make another team so that we'll stick to this. What you guys should do is that once you communicate in the first day, try to each other, probably you can think of somebody, sometimes that you guys have decided, sometimes automatically somebody exhibits those qualities as a lead or anything, but you can do it on a weekly basis. We have got about 2.5 3 weeks of good amount of time, so 2 3 people can take that ownership. So do it yourself and identify who can take the leadership of conducting those meetings, creating the tasks, providing the status back to the IT learn. All that activities you're going to do it on your own as a team and as an offline. And whenever we have these sessions scheduled, you guys will be presenting the status of the activities whatever you have been completed. So you would be primarily explaining, for example, this week, let's say you're going to start with the SRS document, and some amount of SRS document will be completed. Some teams might be completing the full work, some teams might be in progress due to whatever the reasons and all that. Uh, but you guys will come back and present it, and me and Manoj, and in fact Karthik will be there in some of them, to check the quality of the deliverables that you're going to prepare and to guide you in the right direction, whether you are preparing them or not. Wherever the corrections are required, we will be helping you to correct them. But it is not something that we will be there with you in a day-to-day activity to help you how to do right test cases. That's not the idea about it. It is as good as you joined in a team, in a project, how you, with the basic knowledge of testing, that whatever you have understood the QA live sessions or through videos. Now it is a time for you guys to spend about 2 to 3 hours on your day-to-day schedule, in which you will be attending one of the daily stand-up meeting with your teams. So you will have daily kind of a stand-up meeting. So typical in agile world, there will be a daily stand-up meeting. My suggestion is don't make it too long. Typically in real case it will be 15 to 20 minutes, but even if you guys take it for 30 minutes, that should be good. And in fact, all of you should discuss only 3 questions. First, initially, somebody will lead this, or all of you guys will divide your tasks and then assign it to each other member what you are going to do. For example, in completing the SRS itself, you guys will divide the document or into different modules, and you allocate each of the modules. Somebody is going to work on module 1, somebody is going to work on module 2, module 3, etc. And you all guys will complete those individual tasks that are assigned, and you will combine that into a single document and present it to us in the next session. When you're presenting, please ensure the document is properly formatted. There are no errors, mistakes. It could be spelling, grammatical, or it could be business requirements related issues. All that you have to check initially, you should follow these kind of things. When you write some deliverable, first of all, you should do your own self review. After you feel that I have done something, you should spend some time in reviewing your document itself, in reviewing your deliverable itself. Then you can send it to the other team member and ask them to do a peer review. Suppose you have written some test case, but you are not 100% sure whether it is correct or not. So you have to ask the other person, request the other person in your daily stand-up meeting, hey, you know what, I'm going to send you these test cases. Can you please review and let me know in the next meeting, that is tomorrow, whether there are any corrections required, or what do you think about the quality of it? So you guys have to do self-review. You guys have to do peer review. If time permits, you guys have to do team level review. You all guys can again engage for about 30 minutes or 1 hour meeting, and then review each other's deliverable. If you all come to an understanding that yes, this is a very good quality and what we have done is a good job, now let's go and present it to all the members who will join in the next session. So all these 40 people will be joining, and one of you guys, one of your team member will be presenting the deliverables, whatever you have done. The same thing, we will do it for every team. It could be 3 teams or 4 teams. Mostly the way I look at it is going to be 4 teams. So each of you will get about 15 minutes of time in this 60 minutes, and you will be presenting your activities. This is about just the live things, but you guys will be contacting us offline whenever you have a roadblock, whenever you hit a roadblock. Suppose you are working on software requirement specification, and first of all, any roadblock that you hit, it also first of you have to discuss among yourself, right? And you as a team think that no, we need to go back to Manoj or Shankar, we have a roadblock here, and then you write an email to us. Will help you to come out of the roadblock and start proceeding. But the idea behind it is majorly from your side, that you're going to contribute, and we will be helping you to do it in the right direction. Okay, and completing this project on time. See, for any project to be completed, or how can you say quality is that? The quality aspect will come, it is if you are completing on time. Definitely in case of a real project, budget is one major thing, because we will be spending, we'll be uh, paying for the employees, right? So budget is another thing, and another major requirement is to, and another major criteria is to meet the customer requirements. So what I was trying to say is, if you don't complete it on time, just please look out the schedule, the email that you have already received. So just go ahead with those timelines, and we have to leave the last one. Last one is for the grand review comments. Leave the last one, whatever the date, And before that, whatever the probably what I'm hoping is like today is the 3rd, so it will be like 10th, 17th. Mostly could be 70 is the one, 17th is the one, or that next session whatever comes. So that will be, I'll let you know guys in the next one. That will be the final date for our project. So try to meet that particular timeline by completing all the activities that you are expected to do. So if you don't do it on time, then it will not come under a quality project, right? If you don't meet all the customer requirements, then also it will not come under. Forget about the budget for now, but this is very important for us to take care of it. Okay. So what you guys should do is daily meet for 15 to 20 minutes and talk about what what tasks are completed by each person. Second thing you should discuss is what is the task he or she is planning to complete, and you should talk about any roadblocks so that if at all there is any roadblock, so you guys have to focus that first in your stand-up meeting. What is a roadblock and why is not able to proceed? Sometimes you will have an answer within your team members itself. Sometimes you may have to think about it through to get an answer. Even after doing those two, if you don't have an answer from the team and even after spending some time you don't have an answer for it, that is when you will come to us, either Manoj or Shankar. You can send me an email and then we'll be able to help you. Okay. So these are the deliverables. SRS is one thing that you're going to do: test plan, test cases, and you will be executing it, tracking the results pass fail. Then you will do a defect tracking and a final reporting. Probably if I show you some of the previous project, let me just see. Okay, we'll drop the files here, but I'll just show you some of the previous project files, then you will understand it better. For example, if you look at this folder, QA Live project, uh, so here we have given you basically, so people have written use cases. There is a project document. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'll pull it for you. So there's a test plan that is written to you, written for the project. There is a requirement traceability matrix that is being done. Here, if you see, there is a FRD template, functional requirement document template. So here is what they have done. Right, this is the FRS document, the requirements of the document. Then and here is a test plan document. There should be a final set of documenting these. Whatever I'm opening, they have uploaded a work in progress. So what you guys should do is you should upload only to your team folder. For example, I have created different team folders for each of the team. You should not upload into the main folder. You should upload it into the corresponding. For example, if you belongs to a Nexus team, we have created one Google Drive folder for you guys, and you have to put all your documents only into that folder. So here is a test plan activity that is prepared. Okay, so we will be sharing you all the templates by end of today, or basically after the session in a couple of hours. So in this folder, so we will be giving you the access for this QA Live project 3rd August. The way it looks like it's already given. If not, we will be giving you. And for example, if you look at this sheet, you will come to know to which group you are in. And if you, let's say, decoders, all your documents and everything should go into this one, whether it is SRS or test case or whatever it is. Is it fine what you're going to do, how you're going to do? Before I introduce to the application or project itself, let me take up some of the questions on the chart. How long the project will go? So typically it will be about 2.5 weeks. The last week is only about the status check, the last two sessions that you're going to join. So you can consider it to be about 15 to 20 days. Is this the first class for the real project? Yes, this is the first session. In fact, here there won't be any classes. As I said, the prerequisite is that you should have those fundamentals of it. Today, I will be just introducing to the project. I will be giving you that Google Drive access through email. We'll be sharing you all the templates and everything. Then you guys should start contacting each other. You have the email IDs of all the team members. So start contacting each other through some kind of a mechanism, Skype or GoToMeeting, and then and start working on those templates. You come back to us on those whenever the live sessions are there and present the status. The SRS will be, okay, are you giving the business requirements to write the SRS? Yes, I will be kind of explaining you today when I introduce to the project within a few minutes from now. I'll be talking about the requirements of the application, etc. And when you start writing, if you still have any questions, you can come back to us. When will be the next live session? It will be 2 days from now. It will be, I don't remember the exact date, but Thursday. Sorry, Monday, Wednesday. The SRS will be prepared from any document or from the website itself. It will be from the website itself. I will be giving you some kind of explanation on it today, and with that you will be doing it. If you could show us a live project, okay, if you could show us a live project, that is more fine, so that we will come to know how to start, where to start, etc. Yeah, that's the whole idea. My name is not there in the team. Yeah, so that's what I told you guys. So please hold that question. We'll be sending you the sheet post today's session, and you need to look at. If you're not part of any of the team, write an email to learn@itland.com, cc to Manoj and Shankar. And then we'll add it. Okay. Okay, so the application that we're going to do or use it is something called atomic77.com. Okay, this is the website or the application that you all guys are going to test it. Now let me talk about what is this application and how it is related to IT learn and things like that. How many of you heard about digital marketing? So this is belongs to the domain of digital marketing. How many of you are familiar with the term digital marketing? Can anybody explain what it is and things like that? Have you heard this before? We all know that most of the markets are happening online now, right? Anything that you wanted to buy or anything that you wanted to search, or before when you wanted to take up this session in IT Learn, you might have searched in Google online training sessions on testing, and you might have seen, the top things like IT Learn comes first, second, right? So depending on what exactly the keywords that you type it. So digital marketing is the promotion of products or brands via one or more forms of electronic media. Exactly what Asifia is trying to say. So marketing via digital technology, simple way of defining it, right? So that you guys, but can you think of what are the different things that they do in the back end? Like for example, let's say I have a startup. For example, I am starting up with my own company, and I know my customers are there worldwide, or let's say at least in my country specific. So now I need to go advertise about my company in the digital media, and I go and approach some companies like this Atomic 77. They are into this business of making a digital marketing for the different clients or customers, ensuring that they have their website reaches to the maximum number of people, thereby they receive the business. Okay, that's the whole idea. So what the Atomic 77 does is a purely completely a digital marketing for different clients or customers that they work together. So right from creating a website, so what are the different activities of flow that can happen is that somebody may just come and say, this is my business or this is my organization and I wanted to do it through online. So can you help me? So the first question that they will have is, does this a company has a website already? Some of the customers or clients may have the website. Some of the clients may not even have a website. Even the website is there, it might be little very classic or old, not into the latest or modern technologies. So digital mark the Atomic 77 helps them to have one attractive website, or one very important website with all the required information of what the company is doing the business as such, who are their clients, what services that they provide, what kind of all that information will be there in the website. Once the website is ready with all the required, even right from the naming of that website, how it should be, and what kind, even the naming of website is also very important, right? So they'll take care of every granular thing in creating the website so that the marketing will be smoother, and it will be easily remembered by the people, known to the people, etc., etc. Once that is done, then they will go and work on something called search engine optimization. So this is where when somebody goes to Google or Bing and search for, let's say this particular company is doing some kind of an online, uh, let's assume online trading or something like that, and in a particular area or a particular region. So if somebody go to Google or Bing and search for that particular online trading or that particular specialization in the trading or whatever, they will try to ensure this company website comes in the top. They have to ensure at least in the first page, because lot of times when we search, we don't even generally go to the second page, right? We mostly stick to the first page, and we try to click on those links and try to get the information from those sites. So this company website should come in, if not the first and second list, it should be the minimum to minimum should be in the first page, because nobody will really go to next, even though it will show the results of 10, 15 pages. How many times that we have really gone to second and third is very, very less. So how they can optimize it so that that website will come into the first place. The another thing that they will do very important is SSM, social, or social media marketing, SMM, I can say. Nowadays, the maximum marketing happens through the Facebook, right? LinkedIn, LinkedIn, Twitter. So these are the different social media through which you will try to do an advertisement. This is where most of the people spend their time, uh, and reaching to, and you have seen a lot of ads side by coming up for different companies, etc. So creating such kind of social media marketing, either Facebook, or if something related to corporates, in through LinkedIn, or it could be the ads in the Twitter, or it could be some of the famous websites that are used in those different countries like Suleika or whatever, right? So getting to that, so there are certain activities which are very important to make the business smoother, or and it is very important, and that's what the Atomic 77 does. So let's look at this website. You got some idea about what is digital marketing and things like that. So there are different menu links. You have about a home link which will take you to the home page, and then you have an about link, so you can see what is this company is all about. You can scroll down to the page, we and our reasons being, right? So We at Atomic 77 build brands that connect our clients' business with the targeted audience, blah, blah, blah. So you have all that information. And very important thing is the services, what kind of services that they will be doing it. So very important, these services have been categorized into, they have their life cycle. They'll follow one flow. If you see the first phase, what they will do is attract. Let me tell you, these will go as a straightforward requirements of this project. So please listen carefully. The first phase of the Atomic 77, how they will marketize a company is an attract. So the first phase of that is attracting. You all will go through this and try to understand what it is, but mainly what they will do in that is digital marketing services, search engine optimization, social marketing, social media advertising, how you can brand your company, uh, app store optimization, and online reputation management. If sometimes apart from the website, they may even develop a mobile application, because nowadays that is where most of the business happens through. So if not, there is already an app on Android or Windows phone or whatever it is available, they even try to do that depending on the scale of the company. But the first module or the first phase or somebody can work on in this project is attracting thing. The second is capture. Okay, the second phase of this digital marketing is capture, in which so they will do a video advertisements, they will do web designing or development, graphic services, and then mobile app design development. So whatever I've talked about mobile app, it's not in the first phase, it is actually in the second phase. Okay. Then third one comes called nurture, in which they will do the email marketing. So bulk email marketing. They will make use of certain softwares that are available, in which through sending the bulk emails about their products and services, etc., to various clients over the worldwide. And they even come to know how many leads or how many clients have opened that email, the percentage of that, how many of them shown real interest to take those products, etc. All that information will be given back to the business or the company. So basically lead capture, nurture and marketing, content management, and web analytics. So this is data analytics, and web analytics is one major important aspect of today's digital world. You should not just know who are your customers, you should even know how many potential customers can come back in the future, what kind of future products that they are expecting from us, what kind of services that they are expecting out of us. You will do that, all that kind of an analysis, if you have the data with you about your customers. What is the interest that they have shown in the past, what is the interest that they are showing now, so that what is that you can expect from them in the future, and you can design your services or products according to the need of the customer. So analytics has become a very, very important. That's why if you still did not get web analytics, like nowadays it can happen that suppose you have shown some interest in certain products of online shopping, and you have done some kind of a shopping in the past. Now you go to some other website, and you might be wondering that advertisement may be coming in the top right corner saying that, hey, there's a new product of similar thing that you have purchased in the past, and it's kind of trying to attract you, or basically trying to get your focus on that. And you might be wondering how this is coming up, how the system knows that I have already purchased this and I might be interested in this. It's all about analytics. It's a very, very popular now. It's one of the main research area. That's where all this big data and all those data analytics systems will play a major role. Then finally, the module is all about sales, wherein consultation services, business plan services, and all that will happen. So these are the different modules of it. And let me tell you, this is still in progress. It's not 100% complete. That's the whole idea. For example, and that's the idea behind the agile development also, right? So previously, before agile, what we used to do is a waterfall kind of a model, in which this website or web application would have not even gone live without implementing all the requirements of the customer. But the customer may not sure about all the requirements at one point of the time. So today, if you look at this application, this does not have any payments module as such. They have a lot of their ideas that they wanted to take it. Somebody can just give their website, and through online itself they can approach Atomic 77 and ask them to do a digital marketing for them, and he'll pay through the payment gateway system or whatever. But right now that feature is not there. They have their ideas. It is still in implementation. Why they have released this before implementing all that? They don't want to lose some of the potential customers who are already looking for this kind of information. So if they wanted to implement all the features and they wanted to release, it might take another 1 or 2 months of time. Now they don't want to lose those customers in that 1 or 2 months of time. So whatever the features completed, they have already implemented it, and there is a blog about the patterns on web and mobile applications, etc. And finally, there is a contact form through which you can, give your details. You can fill up your name, email, or you can talk about your company, mobile number, message, etc. When you do it, an email will be received to them, and they will be contacting you through by replying to that email, or by calling that particular company, or by sending a reply email to that same email ID that what you have sent. So what I was trying to say is this application is about 50 to 60% is completed. It is still in progress, where they wanted to add completely, they wanted to make even their business of digital marketing is completely through online. Nobody needs to visit their office as such. They can do it online. They can give their website. They can check the certain parameters of their website, a client's website, and they can make the payments and everything through online. This will be connected to through a payment the way you guys all experience in IT learn or any other e-commerce application. It will be connected through payment gateway systems for which making the payments and everything, which is coming up. But as I told you, if they have to implement all that and come back to the market, it'll take time and they'll lose the potential customers. So right now they have already started up with this, and they are already receiving the requests from clients, which they are handling it through phone or emails, and trying to get their job done. So any questions, comments about the application? And how is this related to IT eLearn? It's definitely, again, the founder and CEO of this is the Karthik. The heading India of this is, Andy, and there is a Santosh who will work on the CSO optimization and all. So when IT learn, they've never done it previously, the digital marketing or anything as such. But when they thought of doing it, so they've not even done so far. But they got this idea. How about we only having another system concern of IT learn, or kind of another aspect of this to do it, and that's where they started with this Atomic 77, and now they are into different clients coming to do, taking the help of this for the digital marketing as such. There's a lot of, I've been to this office in Hyderabad. There's a lot of around 15 to 20 people are working on this digital marketing side, making your SEO page ranking and everything goes up, so that when somebody search for your company, uh, I really don't have the meaning of Atomic 77. Probably I can get back to you in the next one. So every team does testing of this entire thing. Which module you're going to do, that you guys will decide within your team. Somebody may pick up home, somebody may pick up services, somebody may pick up contact. I don't know. That is, you guys will decide within your team. You will be testing completely. In fact, we are, so this, let me tell you, the another secret behind this is, after developing this website, it has only gone a kind of a random test, and you guys, whatever the defects or anything that you will find it, there are highly chances that, I would say major chances, that the team will consider them if they are valid bugs, and they will fix it. As I told you, it is still in progress. Only 60% is completed, I would say. There are a lot more features are going to come in the future. You can actually keep, even after completing your project, you can visit this website, and you can keep checking what are the new features coming up, and you can get familiarity if at all you wanted to put this in your project, right? But let me tell you very clearly, people who work on it seriously, who give your deliverable seriously, we will be keeping a track of those records, and only when you go put here as a reference of this project in your resume, we will be helping, or yes, he's worked on this project, these are the modules he worked on it. We are going to communicate that status back only for the people who seriously take this or seriously deliver it. That's what I'm trying to say. You are doing the real test. So it is only a basic, I don't know how to put it. It's not even gone to the regular levels of testing, like starting at unit level, integration level, functionality level. Some kind of Uber level functional testing is being done on this, but hopefully I'm expecting you guys will find some more critical issues, which if they're really valid bugs, you can consider it as beta. That's the best way to define it. Consider it as a beta version. How you deal with a beta version? For example, you are a fan of certain applications or products that are going to come in the market. Let's say you're a fan of Microsoft products, and when Microsoft releases the next version of Windows or next version of Office or whatever it is, they will initially release it as a beta, and you guys all will download that, use it, and you try to give your feedback if certain things are not working. So consider it is like that. And some of the bugs that you send it out, if they're really critical, company will definitely fix it, because they know that's an important issue that they have to fix. Otherwise, other clients will have a problem. So that's definitely. So that is how your potential lies. What kind of issues you'll find, how you kind of put them, how you communicate back to us is very important. So this is what I wanted to do it. I am done with my side. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Okay, there are questions coming up. What are the issues you are expecting? Go through each module and try to do as much as possible. It could be something related to functionality, something related to security, something related to performance of this application, related to user interface, GUI, related to usability. I hope you all understand what I'm talking about. So these are the different areas in which you have to focus on any web application. So primarily you should focus on functionality, security, graphical user interface, usability, these things. Okay, there is a big question from Ehsan. Let me read it. Will each team test the entire site or only? No, each team does the complete testing, but within the team, each member does some portion of it. Hope you get. But each team does completely. Okay. Could you please show contacts list one more time? Just open this website. Open it yourself right now. It's already there. atomic77.com, atomic77.com. That's it. Okay. So I'm summarizing the whole thing, reiterating everything. So please listen carefully. Again, so I think Siddhi, you have this question in next session. You will show BRSS. So let me summarize everything in 5 minutes. Okay, whatever I've discussed so far. Post today's session, we'll send you the groups and contacts list. The first thing that you have to check is whether your name is there or not. If it is there, in which team. If not there, you write an email to learn@itln.com, and then we'll add to you within a couple of hours to one of the team. After that, we'll notify you in the email, and you will go back and check again in which team you are in. So first point to check is in which team you are in. Once you're done with, we'll be sending you this Google Drive link, just now whatever I've showed you. In that itself, you will have all the templates, whether it is SRS template, test plan template, test cases template, defects template, and the final status or sign off template. All these will be there in the Google Drive itself. So you have to go to the folder of your team, like I showed you. Nexus and different teams are there. Suppose you came to know that you are in decoders team, so you should go to this QLI project 3rd August team decoders. Here we'll put all the templates. You have to download the template and start working as a team of as a group, and you have to allocate the task within yourself, the team. You have to communicate and First of all, you may have one kickoff meeting today or tomorrow. Once you get all the details, probably you can have it tomorrow. And then you guys divide the tasks, who is going to do what. The first deliverable that you guys will start working on is SRS. So in the next live session, the expectation is that you would have completed some portion of SRS, or some teams will, I'm sure some teams will be ahead, some teams will be behind. That's all fine. Some teams will be completing the SRS, some teams will be still working on SRS. We'll come back and provide the status back. What tasks you guys have divided and how you guys are approaching, what is your strategy or plan, etc., etc. From there onwards, things will move. So you will complete SRS, you will complete test plan, you will complete test cases, you will complete test execution, and you will update the results, pass, fail, etc. And you will present as the defects, what you have found, what are the criticality, severity, priority of them. And in the last one, you will be finding the presenting the final status of it. So today or tomorrow, when you wake up, this Google Drive will be shared with you guys with all the templates. Start looking at those templates and have a kickoff meeting among yourself, your team members, and then start working on the SRS. In the next meeting, we would like to have presentations from you. One of you decide who is going to present. You will have 15 minutes to 20 minutes of time. We will unmute that person and you will be presenting it to the whole 40 people of this audience group, what you have done on the SRS, or what is your strategy for the overall project, and what are the different tasks you have created, how you are progressing, and then you'll talk about SRS deliverable. While working through, you'll face so many challenges: coordination, communication, team members, etc., etc. You need to resolve them as slowly as you move. That's what happens in case of real time also. Can you please update the name Khalid, because it's my husband. So can you please update the name Khalid? Khalid to Asifia. Okay, I will. Better you write an email actually, Asifia. I am not going to deal with all that. Actually, I don't even have an access to this. Please write an email to learn@itlearn.com. They'll take care of it. Okay, you should have already received the complete calendar. If not, you will receive. So post today, along with this video, you will receive an email, the complete sessions. Complete sessions is not something where I come and talk about something. It's something for you guys to present what the progress you are making it. Okay. Yeah, this video will be shared post today's session. Along with this Google Drive email, all the templates, everything will come in one email. Please wait for that email. But all of you should make a note of this, otherwise I will anyway, that email also will have this name. So the project what we are going to work is the atomic77.com. Is it fine? So I'll put it here. The application which we are going to work is atomic77.com. You guys also just make a note of this URL and then have a look at it until you receive the documents if you have some time. But otherwise in the email also we'll send you this URL. Okay, someone has a question. Let me take that as a last one. Can you hear me guys now? Ehsan, you will receive an email post today's session with the Google Drive wherein you have all these documents. Whatever you have received so far, that could be for a different purpose, different training, maybe for a QA live training, etc., etc. Every new session or new project will have a different team, so it will be a different one. So you will receive another one. Okay. All right, team. So please wait for the email and then start proceeding after that with your activities at the team level. Start communicating through, Skype or GoToMeeting, and then you can use any of the tools like Zira or Bugzilla for your defect tracking purposes. by going through, the videos. If you have already attended the Bugzilla Zira QA training from Karthik, those videos and all. You may start initially with Excel, but you can upload them into the tools as you go. Which list you're talking about? Can you please show the list one time? Okay, the members list. I'll just open it up. Here is a list. I'm sure one or two might be having, if it is not there, just write an email. Nothing to worry much about it. It'll be taken care. Fine. Thank you. Thanks, team. So start working on it as soon as you receive all the templates and documents. Then we'll come back and meet in the next session.